My name is Dr. Peter Alexander, the owner here at Hybrid Spine and Sport. I'm a rehab chiro. We really help the people who feel like they can't be helped. We specialize in the patients who have chronic pain, tried multiple providers, haven't gotten results. We take the time to really figure out what's actually going on and build a custom rehab program for them to get them better. We've been open about 4.5 years now. It's been great. We do hour-long one-on-one appointments. Really allows us to dive into helping people and giving them the tools necessary to enjoy their life.
And I am Haleigh Parrish. I am the Marketing Director and Office Manager here at Hybrid. I've been with Dr. Peter here for 2.5 years. Just trying to work hard at getting our message out there, showing people that you're never beyond help. Pain doesn't have to rule your life, and just trying to get as much education out there for the people that need it as we can.
You've seen the patients and the transformations and all of that. What are your biggest, I guess from my perspective, what are your biggest takeaways as like a non-clinician to see from the outside?
I think I want to say a lot of the patients that come in that do think that they're beyond help, or that they need a surgery, or they need these extreme measures, and it's as simple as spending an hour with you to show them that that's not. You can save tens of thousands of dollars and a lot of pain and a lot of recovery just by learning things a different way than you're told, and seeking outside answers than just the first one that you're given. And so I just think seeing those patients thrive and truly feel like gain that confidence back has, because I see it when they walk in the door, from the time that they've started a treatment to like halfway through to all the way through, and like seeing and hearing how much more confident they are when they come in, and how much just relief that they have in general, and feeling like they have control back over their lives is, I think, really just huge for me.
Yeah, that's great. I'm kind of curious. I don't think I've ever we talked about it. Like, how many do you get? A lot of patients who like come in and like, if I'm finishing up with somebody, they're like talking about like their changes or like things like that.
Yeah, a lot of patients just like, especially more so after they do a session, like when we're scheduling the next one, they're looking to schedule it around their next Pilates class that they're going to be taking, or the next class at BFT or something like that, just because they know that they can implement it and implement what they're working on in the next class and feel confident doing it, and like they feel more ready to implement what they've learned here and confident. And so like we do talk a lot about things like that, and just like a lot of times it's well, you work here, I'm sure that I'm sure you know. And I'm like, I mean, I do because I see it in you guys and everyone that comes here.
Yeah. I think those two big keywords is like learning how to actually fix it, and implementing it to whatever movement practice they do.
Yeah.
I really, you don't see the side whenever I'm in a room with patients, but I spend so much time and energy and effort to try to make sure that however I'm teaching somebody to do a different movement is how you actually apply it to CrossFit, how you need to engage core, engage this, and like why these things are important and how it moves into just their day-to-day life. So that's good that is melting over. I think with our patient success, it's definitely a testament to that. But like the education, the learning, and how to implement it into whatever work they're doing is going to be the biggest thing. So
what brought you through your chiropractic journey and just through your journey in life to get to opening a practice like Hybrid that's different than most chiropractic offices? So
I actually don't know if I've ever told you this story. My dad died when I was 16. Had a heart attack when he was driving me home from a hockey game. So years before, I was at a friend's house. He fell and broke his knee. At the time, now as a clinician, I'm like, what actually happened? I just know he broke his knee, had surgery. Before the surgery, he was healthy, active. He'd play, run around, go to the gym. Afterwards, this was like always a problem. Did the PT, didn't work, tried different things, and this never got solved. So it kind of put him down the path of being unhealthy. He's in pain, so he can't move. Just that was the biggest shift I saw that put him into a very unhealthy lifestyle, which ended up giving him a heart attack at 47. I think if the knee hadn't have been, such an issue, it wouldn't have led to that. So getting people the right healthcare and the right things to actually fix a problem, can literally save someone's life. So that is what really put me down the rabbit hole of like, let's learn and like, let's figure these things out, from musculoskeletal till, other, just optimizing things. So that was a big part of my journey early on. And the story of a patient, we'll call her Robin. She told me on the phone on our first call that she would have taken her life by now if she wasn't a Christian and didn't have kids, because she was in such bad pain she couldn't even blow dry her hair without having total arm pain radiating down her hand, just blow drying her hair for multiple days. It was affecting her marriage. She couldn't exercise. She'd been to all the specialists. When she came in, we actually figured out where she was having her pain, where everyone was looking wasn't the real problem. And by the time we were done, her last session, she was sore because she spent 3 days sanding and repainting her whole kitchen. When we started, she couldn't even blow dry her hair without having 10 out of 10 pain where she wanted to kill herself. That's why I think it's so important to actually figure out why something like this is happening and like spend the time to like really fix it. That's why we do the community outreach, the free workshops. It's why we push so hard for new patients. If they need to be here, like I'm gonna tell them like, this is literally gonna change your life. So those are really the driving forces of what is now hybrid. It's more than just like, oh, my back hurts, let's massage it and like adjust it, and here's an exercise. It's how pain affects people's lives, especially long-term, and especially the patients we see, chronic pain, multiple providers. Like those are the people who I'm like, I want all of those people here to show them that they're not broken. They can actually avoid bigger, worse things and actually get true results. When I'm in with a patient, we talk. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's up to 15 minutes about like what's going on, how the exercises have been, what's actually affecting them, which is very helpful for them and for me because they actually feel like they can talk and get answers versus, you go to a regular doc and they're like, okay, cool, yeah, it hurts here. All right, I'm off to the next thing. Depending on the patient, we do the soft tissue work. So if somebody has trigger points in their pec, I'm in there digging into their pec, like opening it up, and that gives us that short-term window. We only adjust 20% or less of our patients just because a lot of people get worse by adjustments, right? If I'm adding motion into joints that are already unstable, I make it worse. Feels better, but we make it worse. And then we're in here, we're doing the exercises that actually fix the reason why they hurt in the first place. That hour-long appointment, one-on-one, really allows me to take the information that they gave me when we first started talking, see how they respond to soft tissue work, whether it's ART, Graston, cupping, etc. See what type of changes we get in there. And then we have our end goal in mind, and then we come in here and we load and actually build the strength and education to take what we just did, the soft tissue work, the adjustments, and actually make it stay. And the most important part is that the patient understands the movement pattern that they need to be doing. And that's the biggest thing that sets up our exercises different than like a PT. Because I know you've been to PT and you get, do this band pull apart, do it 10 times, and then do this, and then here, and then this. Like, yeah, if you're just sitting there in the corner, like wondering why you're doing this band pull apart, like it's not, yeah, you're getting stronger, but like it's not helping. If you take the time to realize like, oh, this is core, this is shoulder blade, okay, this is why I need to be doing it, that's what gets that result. There is a method to the madness when I'm in there with patients, because it's like, depending on where they're at and what their goals are and objectively where they're at, like it's a little bit of a balancing act.
I'd say that's what I love about the opportunities I do get to come in and film sessions, is seeing that education and that information click with them, especially in here doing the work. Just getting to see how exciting it is, because it's just like, this used to hurt, like doing a bird dog or like doing, whatever. And so it's very exciting seeing that information finally culminate into the action. Yeah. And they get a result without pain. For sure. Yeah. And that's when they do things the right way and they fix the movement patterns there. And like, I am stubborn. And like, if they're not understanding it, I am like, stay with it until it like actually melts in.
And then they get that aha moment of like, oh, okay, there's my core, there's my lat. Like, cool, let's spend time there and let's build that brain-body connection. If you're someone who's been in chronic pain, you've tried PT, you've tried different providers, you want long-term results, you're tired of yo-yo appointments where things feel better, and as soon as you get back to doing things that hurt, it hurt again. So if you're someone who sounds like that, you're our perfect patient. We're in Roswell, Georgia. We also do virtual appointments. I have a couple different patients from different parts of the country. What we do is we offer a free discovery call. It's a 15-minute call. It's with me or one of the other docs. We will figure out exactly 1, if we're a good fit, 2, if we can help you, and then 3, we will tell you kind of next steps. You can do that by reaching out on social medias, Hybrid Spine and Sport. We're on all of those. Our website, hybridspineandsport.com, or just Google Hybrid Spine and Sport. You'll find us.